From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Mexico City Conquistadors. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Mexico City. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the right there.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Set, ready? 10 logo. Greystone, travel. Hard, hard. Slow out. Now.
On first down, Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, orbit.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Coming to you, coming to you. Zoom, zoom. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Zip it.
Now Jackson on first down. That's complete to John Ross. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back.
56, check 56. You must be dreaming. Hey. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go. Be set. 60 out low. Pick me up. Here we go. Shoot, shoot. 49, check 49, check 49. Shift, shift. Check. Go.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back.
X3, 218, chop.
6 guard, check 6 guard. 51 to mark.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Let's go.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Defense.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Rock it.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And Jennings has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Okay, ready? Topper! Topper!
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Watch out.
Go!
52's the mic.
Hey! I 7!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Down! 30 base. General West!
Check 26.
Hey, exit! Shoot!
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. He's got Allen.
Hey, watch the slant. He's coming. Double up, double up. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Short. Hey, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, stand up.
Back to throw. Eason, and the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off play action. Eason, he sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch the shift.
Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check right, check right. Watch 55. Here we go, here we go. Go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw again is Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right. Mike, 54. Here it comes, here it comes.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hatchet. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Squeeze. Big gap, cross ball. Check.
And And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Ross. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Echo. You tighten up. Check. Watch 54.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
Get on the quick right here. Tighten up. He's checking.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Jennings was the one he was looking for. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This is Gordon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Blue down. Watch safety creep. Check safety. Watch twist.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
40's the mic. Go. Pick it up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Got Gordon open, completes it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Keep playing hard.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Check. Protein spill. Check. Joker. Let go.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Hey, Roy. I'm coming, baby. Woo! My 52.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up second down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Caught by Allen. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Flushed out right. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, watch this. Shut up.
To throw again on second down. Jackson gets it to Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And that'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And some room to maneuver. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 66. Pull it. Half. Check right, check right. Hayward, Hayward. 65. 3 bucks.
Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Eagles have scored again now to extend their lead. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This is taken near the 13.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Break. Mike 35. I'm on. Yo, go. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right, Four down. Alert. 35's the Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 35. Get your swirl. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
SOS. Tight dog. 56. Mike.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Hey. 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.